Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for April 16th, 17th, and 18th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. This is a general reading, and you know what that means. I'm going to be using, yes, my two Radley Valentine decks. This time I use my Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I'll pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest, okay? Okay, I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job, just deliver the message. And it always works better when I don't understand what I'm talking about. So here we go. Now, remember that we are finishing up Aries season. So happy birthday for the last time to Aries. Now we will be coming to Taurus season. That'll be on the 19th. So happy birthday to the Tauruses. Couple of things. People have asked me recently about tarot decks. Now, one of the things you'll know is I have posted my longer readings, and I posted those yesterday. And I use a bunch of decks. These are decks that have resonated to me in one point of my life or another, but the ones that I really connect closely with are the ones that I use on more of the general readings, the general energies, okay? So they seem to really connect. Now, I will sometimes pull in my Rider-Waite tarot deck too. I always had a harder time connecting with those. But in the last year or so, that connection actually, because I started to study a little more about them and I understood them. Now, granted, I've been reading these, so you would think it would be a very easy transition. Well, it wasn't. It really wasn't. The thing I like about that deck, is that it just kind of gives me answers like that. Okay, it's like this, whereas these decks, the ones I use, gives me a little bit more depth. It gives me a little bit more understanding. Now, one of the questions I was recently asked was, should your first tarot deck be gifted? Well, that's very nice, and if that's a possibility, that's very nice. Now, is that a hard and fast rule? No, it is not. Because if you see a deck in your hands and you're something about you just kind of itching to get a hold of them, you go ahead. It's okay for you to buy that deck. It's okay for you to, obtain that deck. Now, I would be careful about, the only thing I'm careful about, well, not only thing, but the one thing I'd be careful about is the age of the deck, and I would make sure, and who is gifting me the deck. Now, there are things where objects can grab onto other people's energies. And so you really want to make sure that you do something to clean the deck, that you want to make sure that you do something to make the connection with you stronger than any other connection. Now, there's lots of different ways, and maybe I'll do a video on that more so. I have a lot more decks, and as you know, sometimes I pulled in my Radley Valentine Guardian Angels, very sweet deck. That's on the longer readings, but very wordy. I've got other decks too, like I said, that at some point I resonated with. So, do you need to be gifted with a deck? No, you really don't, because you want to have the deck really be something that calls to you. Now, this is my opinion. You can have somebody else, and I respect and will listen to other people's opinions on this. But if you have something that really calls to you, go ahead and do this. There is, like I said, there are things to do to help cleanse the deck and how to kind of attach it to you. Okay? Now, I've also had people say, well, maybe this is not right, this is evil, this isn't the way it should be. Well, the thing about that, I'm going to say, is higher power, the supernatural beings, is, much greater with their energy than images on paper. Okay? So if this is something you're called for, except, like I said, I always pray, meditate, and infuse the decks with Reiki energy. I am a Reiki master. But when I pray, I also, I ask higher power. But also when I start my readings, I'm going on more than I wanted to, but I'm sorry. I start my readings actually inviting the archangels to come. I ask Archangel Gabriel to join. And, with archangels, we have all this, well, they're female, masculine type of energy. So is it Lord, Lady? I don't know. But I ask Archangel Gabriel to come and provide the words and to let the message be something that resonates. I ask Archangel Uriel to come, and I ask that, because Uriel brings a lot of wisdom and higher wisdom. And it's sometimes when I say something, I go, wow, I surprised myself. I ask Archangel Raphael to join, to bring healing and to bring what is needed to soothe and, support, encourage our souls, our spirits. And that's even another video. And I ask Archangel Michael to come. Part of the thing I ask Michael about is, hey, Michael, help me to do what I'm doing. So, but it's also to bring forth a bold word and for me not to second guess myself. Whatever needs to come out needs to come out. Okay, I've said too much. Please take a look at the longer readings. I did post them. I will post an overview for Taurus season. I feel Taurus season. I actually feel that there's kind of some, I know Taurus is earth energy, so you would think that we would be more down to earth. I feel like, Taurus is going to break through, and it's just it's going to, that bull energy. That bull energy wants to push through a lot of barriers for us. Anyway, now let's go on with our readings. Hello, my Libras. How are you, my darlings? Well, let's see what we have for this final few days of Aries season. And yes, we're going into Taurus. There's some big stuff going on for Taurus. Here we are. Let's see what we have for you, my Libras. I hope your week is going really, really well. I hope things are settling down for you. And I don't mean that you've had a lot of crises or anything. Maybe you have, but I think that there's kind of a sense of, I'm getting a sense things need to settle. See, things need to settle. So there could have been a lot of movement, a lot of high energies, or just maybe you've been doing a lot and it's kind of like, oh, I just want to relax and rest now. Put my legs up. Here we go. Let's see what we have. First card is reversed. Reverse cards are a little stronger. Here we are. The 10 of water. 10s are transitional. I love 10s. 10s are transitional. 1 is a new beginning. 0 has God and universal energy. You put them together. So it's kind of this, things are moving into kind of a universal something that has to happen. Now, water is our Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It is fluid. It's emotional. This is, again, I'm feeling that settled. The energies need to settle in. This is happy home. This is feeling good. This is feeling emotional contentment. Again, I just feel like there's rush, 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 and now it's like, oh, I can put my legs up. Please don't bother me. Leave me alone. So this is a time for you to put your legs up, my Libras. This is a time for you to relax a little bit this weekend because there is big energies coming around the corner, but this is the time for you to just breathe deep, do the things that help you to physically, spiritually, mentally, also your diet. Your diet needs to get a little bit more under control. And I'm not saying that it's not, you've been doing what you need to do, but it's kind of like, let's take a little bit more control of it and make sure that we're drinking our water or drinking whatever it is that helps to hydrate us. I am somebody that's kind of like, if you have water, use a purifier. Okay, anyway, here we are. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. I'm also feeling a lot of Aquarius energy around you now. Again, that is your, the air energy is yours. I don't know if somebody that's an Aquarius is coming around you, or there is an adventurous side to Aquarius too. And there's also a little bit of this is this and this is this side too of Aquarius. Anyway, Next card here, the Four of Water. Now, again, water is what we just talked about. Fours have stability, but four is also about organization. But with the Four of Water, it's a little bit of looking, so this is why I think you need to have a little bit of that time for you again. Every so often you need this time to help to recharge your batteries. You need it where people don't necessarily mess with your energies. They're not necessarily putting demands on you, which a lot of people put demands on you, my Libras. So this is the time to kind of like let them go. But at the same time, when you have too much time on your hands, you think about your life. You think about your possibilities. You think about what you have and what you need to have or what you want to have. So there's kind of that, that kind of imbalances those scales a little bit. It's like there's things that I have. I should be grateful for the things I have, but I'm not ready for those things. There's just an imbalance. There's a little bit of an imbalance. So that is part of the shifting with the energies, because Taurus is going to have kind of this tugging energy. Okay, so this is getting you ready for Taurus season. Anyway, missing an opportunity, discontentment, or boredom, open your eyes to the possibilities. Now, your last card here, the Magician. So we have a 1, 4, and a 1, or 1041. There could be something there. I'll tell you all, go on the internet, angel numbers, look up 1041 or 141 or 411 even too. But there is something with those numbers. The Magician is Archangel Raziel. Raziel, basically is coming, one is a new beginning, coming and saying anything is possible. You can make things happen. You can manifest these things. You have the ability. Now, water energy is also very spiritually connected, so there might be something here this week as you're taking care of yourself, as you got your feet up and you're relaxing, that you're also making that connection with your higher power, your guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, whoever that is, Archangel Raziel. Now, the Magician energy is not trickster energy. It is not saying that, you're going to make that you've got a card up your sleeve or anything. No, it's actually putting it out there, and it has miracle energy to it. It's like putting it out there, giving it to the universe or your higher power, and it's like, how did that even happen? Well, you'll know. You put it out there. Anyway, here we go. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. So my Libras, and again, I do feel a strong Aquarius energy around you, so whoever that might be, you have actually, if there's things, again, rest up, take care of yourself, put your feet up, but if there are things that you've been wanting to do, get ready, because you might have to put your roller skates on. Okay, so 2 cards fell out. Now we do know that one is an angel card. Here we go. This one is reversed. This is a 9 of Ariel. 9s have a wrap-up energy. Ariel is earth energy. Earth energy is Taurus. It's Virgo. It's Capricorn. Solid, something to do with your home, possibly with your job or money. If you're thinking, so this is kind of, this could be a gifting of a job. This could be a gifting of something in your home. This could be a gifting of something coming to you. Now, in both of my decks, when I get the 9 of Ariel in this deck, I look at this as the wish card in the physical, in the reality. Now, the 9 of Earth to me does not always give me that, but in this deck, it is very much, it's following rainbows. It's going into something that you've been wanting. It's about dreams coming true, but seeing them more in the reality. And again, that would connect a lot with Archangel Raziel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love for the beautiful things in life. And then we finish up with perspective. And that is a 1 and a 2. So we have that 1. We talked about 10s and 1s. 2s has some decisions to make. Perspective is Archangel Chamuel. And it's how you're looking at things. How you are, what are you planning for? Maybe you're planning on the same, this has some discontentment to it. So are you planning on the same old? Remember, you always, if, if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. Okay? So maybe you need to change things up. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're in a very happy time right now and you don't want to change things up. But it's looking at things a little differently and then making the changes when you need to make those changes. Anyway, so this weekend has a lot of that, but again, I do feel you need to rest up a little bit because things are happening. Taurus season, I think, is going to have some major breakthroughs. So there is a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. Well, the interesting thing about Libras is you actually are very different internally and to the people that, know you a little bit better. To many people, you're very reliable. You're very, you're hard workers. You don't want a lot of the attention. You're very fair. You're very fair. But in many, many ways, too, there's also a rebellious side in my Libras that you squash. You squash it down. You don't like to let that come out. I don't know. I'm a Leo, so my thing is, let it out. Let it out. Here we go. This one, what energy or crystal would be of value for my Libras? And does Debbie have it? Here we go. I don't have it, but this is rhodochrosite. Service, contentment, healing emotional wounds, renewal of passion. And I do feel that this has a lot of that renewal of the passion. But you need to rest a little bit. You need to, kind of recharge a little bit more and then get ready for all of it. Okay, because Taurus season is upon us as of the 19th. Take a nice deep breath. So, my Libras, I really hope you enjoy the readings because I have a lot of fun doing these for you. Now, if you do, please like, share, subscribe. It does help to promote, get the videos out there. It does then help to encourage me to continue. So please do that. As always, though, and this is more important, my Libras, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.